Hey guys, Alex with Sea Eagle Boats here, and today I'm putting the FishSkiff 16 to the test. My plan is to travel a total of 30 miles with the Honda 9.9 and a 6-gallon gas tank. This trip, I plan on starting from Bonita Springs, Florida, and I'm heading all the way to Sanibel Lighthouse, hopefully to get some really cool shots. My plan is not only to show you guys how seaworthy this boat is, but how efficient this motor is, and how far you can actually go on one tank of gas. I mean, I'm guessing that I'm probably only going to burn about a gallon or two of gas max on this 30-mile round trip. It should be pretty fun, and I can't wait to bring you out there. Now on a trip like this, having the recommended safety gear is a must. I always have my life jacket, and I always have my bag packed with all the necessities recommended by the Coast Guard. If you haven't seen this boat already, today I'm on the FishSkiff 16. It's one of Sea Eagle's best boats in my opinion. It has an inflatable keel, it has a pointed bow, it's designed for fishing, and it pairs perfectly with a Honda 9.9, even a Honda 5. With the Honda 9.9, you get about 22 miles per hour on it with one person. With a Honda 5, you're probably gonna get about 5-6 miles an hour less, but you're still gonna move around quickly on this boat. It planes off nice and it runs smoothly, burning almost no gas, which is the biggest thing about a boat like this. You wanna save money, get out on the water easily, and this is the boat for you. If you've seen our videos before, you know how well this boat handles chop. I'm about to head through the same break I went through in the last video, and yeah, from that point, I'm gonna shoot straight over to the lighthouse and cruise along the beach. I'm gonna stay within a close distance of the beach. That way, if anything does happen, at least I have an anchor, I can drop anchor, and I'm perfectly fine. So now I'm about to head out the pass, and here's where you get a lot of chop. So I wanna show you how well this boat actually handles that chop. And there you go, I made it past the inlet and the break with ease. A little bounce over those waves, but beautiful birds flying around me. It was a lot of fun. Cruise right on out here. You can see the skyline behind me. Now from where I am, it's basically a straight shot over to Sanibel Lighthouse. There's some rolling waves out here today, but nothing crazy. We have clear skies, which is perfect for me. We have jet skis out here. And you know what? I'm expecting to see some dolphins while I'm out here, so hopefully I can get that on video for you. Right now I'm passing Lover's Key and about to pass San Carlos Pass. I already saw dolphins, I couldn't get them on video though. I'm not sure if you can tell from the video, but the water right now is so nice and blue, crystal clear. Hopefully I will catch those dolphins on video for you. But yeah, I'll show you on the map where I am right now and how far left I have to go. But so far it's a smooth ride out here. We got rolling waves, a little bit of chop, but I'm cruising at about 15-16 miles an hour with no problem. So let's see how long it takes me to get there. Not sure if you can see it in the distance, but we're finally passing Big San Carlos Pass. And this is the beginning of Fort Myers Beach, or the end. It's the end of Estero Island. we're just getting past, getting up to Fort Myers Beach right now, and at the end of Fort Myers Beach, there's a big opening, and that's where we hit Sanibel Lighthouse. One thing I did notice is actually the boat's performing even better going faster than I was before. I'm cruising now around like 18 miles an hour, and she just wants to skip over these waves. With this new high pressure keel, there's no issue at all. She doesn't want to slap the water. She wants to just ride over the waves and cut through them nicely. So we always get the question, how seaworthy are our boats? And in particular, how seaworthy is the FishSkiff 16? And I know it's hard to tell from the camera, but right now I'm about 1.5 miles offshore in the Gulf of Mexico. And I mean, she's handling just fine. I'm cruising right now along here, same as the other bigger boats, except this is a fraction of the cost and I'm using a fraction of the gas. And so yeah, I hope this answers the question that we always get, how seaworthy are our boats? They are seaworthy, and they can definitely withstand heavy waves, rough conditions. They can handle it, especially with a motor like this 9.9 Honda. These Honda motors are very reliable. I never even think about it. They're easy to maintain. All I recommend is always rinsing them out after you use them, but otherwise change the oil once a year. And they're great motors. They last forever, and they're extremely fuel efficient. So it's gonna get me all the way from Bonita Springs to Sanibel Island and back. And at the end, we'll see how much fuel I use. I started with 6 gallons. My guess is only about 1.5 gallons for this whole trip. So we'll show you when we're done. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment below with your experience on one of our boats and what you're gonna be doing on it. Also, make sure you drop a like, and make sure you go to all of our other social medias, Facebook and Instagram, and just see what we're all about. We have a lot going on. We have tons of new content coming out every day, and it really helps us a lot if you give us some support. So thanks, guys. See what we're about to do. All right, guys, I would say I'm about at my halfway point. I'm in the middle of Estero Island or Fort Myers Beach. I basically have this boat on autopilot here. I have the tiller locked, and like I said, I'm cruising at anywhere between 16, 18 miles an hour, and she's just riding over all these waves. So yeah, I'm gonna keep heading out there, and I should be there shortly. Another thing, guys, something I always recommend, and something that's mandatory in a lot of states now, is to always have this outboard lanyard attached to your body. Right now I have it attached on the side of my life jacket. That way, if I was to fall overboard or anything should happen, the motor will cut out and I'll be able to swim back to it and there will be no issues. So I always recommend doing that. And yeah, especially on a trip that I'm doing right now, it's pretty far. I'm in my longest section of the trip right now in open waters, and yeah, the last thing I want is to lose my boat. So let's just keep going on this ride. I'm not sure if you guys can see that over there, but we're passing the main part of Fort Myers Beach with all the restaurants, and it's where Hurricane Ian struck really hard and kind of destroyed everything down here. Even where I'm going, Sanibel Lighthouse, the whole island got wiped out. So yeah, it's definitely tough to see, but I'm happy they're finally rebuilding. We got the Margaritaville Resort going up soon. We got some new hotels coming down here and more restaurants opening every month pretty much. So yeah, it's just a cool place to be, and it's definitely unfortunate what happened, but I'm passing that area, and yeah, I'm gonna make the decision in a moment here whether I'm gonna go to Sanibel Lighthouse. The wind's starting to really pick up. We're almost at 15 miles an hour. And like I said, you always wanna stay safe on the water, so I'm gonna make the judgment call when I get closer, whether I'm gonna stay there or I'm gonna duck in behind the island and maybe fish some of the mangroves on my way back. So yeah, almost at the end of Fort Myers Beach. Alright guys, so I made it to the end of Estero Island, but the wind has really picked up a lot, and so I'm making the decision not to go over to Sanibel Island where the lighthouse is. But I made it almost there. I'm only a few miles off from my actual destination. What I'm gonna do now is go in through the back bays and go under the Fort Myers Bridge and just follow that all the way home back to Bonita Springs. You can see here, I'm right off the point, Fort Myers Beach. I mean, this boat really handled well. Normally I would head out there, but like I said, you always have to watch the weather. You never want to go and put yourself in a bad position where the wind's too strong, you have a storm coming in, anything like that. So I'm gonna cruise around here and hopefully get some shots heading in. And I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how far this boat can actually make it. So about 15 miles into our trip, we're heading back. I'm heading back through the back bays, and I just checked the gas and it's still reading a full tank, which is pretty crazy. But I want to see how much gas we actually burn at the very end of our trip. So now I'm heading under the Fort Myers Bridge. I'm passing a bunch of boat traffic, so I'm going to pay attention to that. But yeah, we're doing well on our trip. This engine's barely burning any fuel. She's working great for us, and hope you enjoy the ride. Maybe we'll catch a fish on the way in. While I'm on my way over to find a good spot to fish, I just want to talk a little bit about this boat. So with this boat, especially in an area like Southwest Florida, you have really salty water and you have the sun constantly beating down, drying up that salt water. As you can see here, those salt spots form on the boat. And what you can do about that is, one, always make sure you rinse off your boat when you're done using it. But most importantly, we recommend using 303 aerospace protectant. It's kind of like putting on a sunscreen for your boat. It keeps the material healthy, keeps the material, I would say, moisturized. So that way over time, the material's not degrading. It's like putting wax on a car, except it's for a boat. So we always recommend using your 303 aerospace protectant. You can use that on the motor as well. You can see the water spots are on the motor right now too. So we recommend doing that. Also, another question we get a lot is it okay to leave your boat fully inflated throughout the year? Absolutely, it's completely fine. If you're leaving it in an area where, you know, the temperature is gonna go up and down, you might wanna just let some pressure out, but it's completely fine to leave your boat fully inflated for the whole year. Personally, that's usually what I do. I leave my boat inflated on a trailer or inflated in my garage, and it's easier to you know, take in and out that way. But they are inflatable, and that's the biggest thing about them, is they can roll up into a little bag and be stored away in a closet, be stored away in your car or in your garage, wherever you want to put it. So these boats have a lot of functionality that you don't get out of a bigger boat. And like I was talking about before, I'm more than halfway through my round trip, 30-mile trip, and I still almost have a full tank of gas, which is just wild. versus if you're using a bigger boat, by now you'd have gone through, I would say, maybe $50 worth of gas, depending on the size you're using. So yeah, we're gonna continue working our way down Estero Island and over to a good spot that we might be able to catch some fish. Well guys, I officially made it back to where I launched from, and so far I think I only burned a little over a gallon of gas, like I guessed. You can see in the tank, there's plenty of fuel. Gauge is still on full. So that just goes to show you how fuel efficient this boat and motor combination really is. I mean, I've burned a few dollars worth of gas on that whole trip. I didn't make it to Sanibel Island like I wanted to, but you know, you got to make the calls when they come. So I decided to go all the way in on the back bays, and yeah, it was a great ride. Very calm waters. I cruised in here, and now I'm back to where I launched from. So I'm gonna try to see if I could catch a fish to finish this video off. So let's see what I can do. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel for tons of more content. Next video, I think we're gonna go out and do a fishing trip, all about fishing, and this time we'll definitely get a one on the boat. So hopefully we'll either go out of the Everglades or maybe head up a little north, go somewhere else. We'll see. But make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and don't forget to show some support on our other platforms, Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching, guys.